Do fish drink water? How long do seahorses live? Do anemones sting each other? G'day wildlife friends, it's Nathan from the Wildlife Movement here with your questions of the week. Every week we pick 3 questions to answer from our students, our viewers, or that we find on the internet to spread the message that nature is a fascinating place. Also, make sure that you stick around to the end of the video to test out your own animal knowledge as well. Our first question for this week was asked by somebody on Facebook who wanted to know, how long do seahorses live? Seahorses are fascinating animals, so it was awesome to receive a question about them. In captivity, smaller species of seahorse live for about 1 year, whereas the larger species can live anywhere from 3 to 5 years. There are even some reports of seahorses living for up to 10 years in large aquaria. Unfortunately, not much is known about the lifespan of seahorses in the wild, but it is thought that most species live for about 1 to 5 years in their natural habitat. Our second question for this week was from Charlton in Goulburn, who wanted to know, do fish drink water? This was an awesome question, and the answer may surprise you. Fish that live in the ocean need to drink a lot of water, but fish that live in fresh water never actually drink the water. This is due to something known as osmosis, where water naturally moves from areas that are not very salty to areas that are very salty. For fish that live in salt water, the water around them is a lot saltier than their tissues, which means that the water moves from their bodies out into the environment. So they need to drink a lot of water in order to stay hydrated. For fish living in fresh water, their tissue is much saltier than the environment around them. So that means that there is a lot of water that comes from their environment into their tissues. So they never need to drink the water, but they do need to go to the toilet a lot to get rid of all that excess water. Our last question this week was asked by one of the children at Petersham Pack at one of our vacation care programs this week. They asked, do anemones sting each other? Anemone are able to sting each other using special tentacles called acrorhagi, which have poisonous barbs that they use to sting other anemones of the same species that they are not related to. The anemone that loses the battle generally moves away from the area, which means that there is more room for the winner and for their relatives. This means that whenever you see a group of anemones, you are probably looking at a group of clones or family that do not sting each other. Now it is time for our audience question of the week, where we give you a chance to test out your own animal knowledge. In last week's video, we asked, what is the oldest living species of vertebrate found on our planet? The correct answer is the Greenland shark, which can live to be at least 272 years old and may live as long as 512 years. If you would like to know how the scientists discovered this, make sure that you check out this week's Did You Know video. For this week's question, we would like to know, what species of frog is this? If you know what the correct answer is, make sure that you let us know in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, or if you learnt something new, please give this video a like and check out this playlist right here, which has the rest of our question of the week videos. Until next time, keep living the wild life.